Hey guys, welcome on my YouTube channel Everything Technical. This is Deepak. Welcome back once again on the Jenkins configuration and installation. Before I start, please subscribe my YouTube channel. This is my YouTube channel Everything Technical, and also please give the suggestion below the video and also like the video. Okay, so this is the second part of the Jenkins installation. So in this part we will see how we can configure the build or job for the auto trigger, and what more configuration we need to do in this to deploy it on some other servers. So we will see in this video. So now we have a one error. Previously we have seen into the in my previous video, while we are installing the Jenkins, on that time we are getting that error. So it was a 403. So we will see how we can manage that, how we can reduce that error in this video first. So what we need to do now, if we want to create any test build, so I'll just use this test. So this was a simple how we can how we are getting that error. So we will see what was the error and why we are getting that error. So I'll just add this. So on that time, okay, so I'll just put any name for checking purpose. So we'll see while adding it is a okay, no, it is adding. So we will see how we can do all how we can that fix that error if we are getting that error. So what we need to do, just go on the manage Jenkins and visit over here configure global security. In the configure global security we have a option for CSRF protection. So we can just disable this and simply save it, apply and save. So simply you can reduce that particular error 403. So we will not we will that error will no longer to reflect on our screen. So I have done these things. So now what we have to do, I have to create a new build. So I'll just delete this. I'll just create a one new setup for the builds. So what I have to do, if I want to create a new job, so I can click over here for creating a new job. Either I can click over here new items. So I'll just click over there. So I'll just use this as a name of the test, and also I'll just use a freestyle. Just click on the freestyle and go for the okay. So I have created this build. So this, after creating the build, it will redirect you to the configuration of that particular build. So in the first sections, general, don't do anything and just come on the source code management. When you're coming under the source code management, here we have option for the git. So in a git, what we have to do, so you have a project under the bitbucket. So I have a project under the bitbucket. So I'll just take the repository. I'll just choose the repository of the project. So here we have a .NET. I have a .NET. So I'll just check on that and just I'll go on the settings. So before going on to the settings, so I'll just go for the clone of that particular project. So here I'll just use the HTTP, not a SSH one. So I'll just copy this URL. I'll put over here repository, and I'll just move the git clone. Okay, so I have moved it. So I don't have any credentials, so I'll just this is a new. If you are using a new, so this will show you the command of this error of this. So I'll just go for the add, and I'll just add the credential. So what credential you need to put over here, just put the username of the bitbucket. So I have put my username of the bitbucket over here and put the password of the bitbucket. So I have provided the username and password, and here the global credential username with password, and here we have a scope global Jenkins node. So I'll just add it, and now here I'll use the same credential which credential I have used. So you will use this the first time, so on that time you will get the one credential. So I have created it multiple time now in my previous. So I've just checked it in the name of the perk on this. So I have used this credential which is okay. So either if it is not okay, if it is not going to connect with this URL, so this will throw some error. So after doing this configuration, don't change it, it is a master. If you have any master or developer branch, so change it, either remain it same, just leave it same. So on a build trigger, what you have to tick on a build trigger, just click on it, build when a changes is pushed to the bid bucket. So click on it and it is on the build environment. So on an environment, just leave it on a blank. After the after we have an option for build and the post build action. So we will learn it in my next video, how we can configure the build and post build action. So in the build, so we will go for the invoke top level manage Maven target. So I'll just use this build, I'll just configure the build. So in this Maven, so what Maven will do, Maven will do the Maven clean install, ambient clean install. So we will just give the goal clean and install. So I have given this clean and install, and this has been saved. I'll go for the apply and save this. So my build is get ready, so I'll just make it the manual build. So I'll just go for the check it what it is going on the background. So we will go on the console output, we can check what it is going, it is successfully creating a build or not. So here we are getting a error, it is a build getting failure. So what can be a problem on it? So commit the project. So here we have some problems. So also here command execution failed. So we have to do some more configuration into the configuration part. So what we have to do, we will see. So now I have created this build over here, the project I have created. So what we have to do now, we have to do, just visit on your Bitbucket. So I'm in a Bitbucket and that project, just here what we have to do, just select your project. I have selected the project, go on a setting. Once you have reached on a setting, just go on the webhook. Okay, after the webhook it will ask for the add webhook. So I'll just add, and it is asking for title, so I'll just put the title as Jenkins, and it is asking for URL, so I'll just put the URL of that particular Jenkins server. So I have a Jenkins server this, so I'll just give the URL of this URL over here. Okay, so this is the URL, and then we can put the Bitbucket. Okay, so after Bitbucket hyphen hook and then slash, and leave it active, status will be active, and trigger repository push, and go for save it. So I have saved this, and then just move on this server. So once I'll just try to make it a build. So let me check. Okay, so it is again going to fail. So we will check in on the configuration, just click on the test. So this will open the part of the build. So we will go on the configuration of that particular build, and let me check what was the wrong in it. This we will do it, just move it, and there's, just check it, there is some other option or not. So I'll just do one thing, I'll just remain it same, and then go for the apply and save. And now I'll just try to make it one more manual build. Okay, so I can check it is build get success. So this build get success, now it is created. So now what we have to do, now we have to do some more configuration into the manage Jenkins over here. So what we have to do, we will see in my next video what manage Jenkins is, and what kind of the application and keys we need to require into the server, and what other things we have to do to deploy it on another server. So we will do the configuration in my next video. please like my videos and also subscribe my YouTube channel. This is my YouTube channel, and also please press the bell icon to get the new video notification. Okay, thank you for watching.